Hello everyone, and welcome to my Coronation Street official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Character removes new work stunt reveals Coronation Street spoilers. The star of Coronation Street explains Cassie's new plot. Finally, Cassie plumber on Coronation Street is going to be starting a new job. There is a twist though. She was fired from her employment at the garage after stirring up conflict between Abby and Kevin Webster. Evelyn Plummer, her mother, has been putting pressure on her to get a new job ever then. Cassie, according to actress Claire Sweeney, is in no man's land. She said that Cassie had lost her work, which is difficult for someone who has struggled with addiction in the past. The actress from Coronation Street went on to say that Cassie had applied for a position at Streetcars, but Steve McDonald had rejected it. Although he had flirted with Cassie previously, he had classified her as trouble and declined to hire her, which infuriated Cassie. Cassie's luck changes, though, when she hears Steve, Amy Barlow, and Daniel Osborne talking about Ken's care alternatives. She proposes to work for 25% of the total price. Steve finds the notion appealing, as does Daniel and Amy. He then tells Ken a falsehood, claiming that Cassie is a professional who is employed by an agency. The Coronation Street actress said that although Cassie never presents herself as a trained carer, Ken is encouraged to believe differently by the family. She finally acknowledges, though, that she is unqualified and has only ever taken care of her ex. Ken is enraged by this. The soap opera actor clarified that Ken finds the thought of needing care distressing already. Cassie thus questions her ability to stay in this position longer than she did in her previous one. Steve's next big thing is this unexpected person. Is a romance between Steve and Abby imminent? Spoilers for Coronation Street have revealed that Steve McDonald may have a new crush on the woman who lives next door. After Tracy broke his heart by leaving with Tommy Orpington, Steve has been embracing internet dating. But he's not exactly having much luck falling in love again. Steve sees Daniel and his daughter Amy at the Rovers the following week. After Ken fell at home, they're concerned about how they would pay for his care. Cassie Plummer, however, hears them and intervenes. Spoilers for Coronation Street indicate that she agrees to take for Ken for far less money than a qualified carer would. Is a romance between Steve and Abby imminent? Spoilers for Coronation Street have revealed that Steve McDonald may have a new crush on the woman who lives next door. After Tracy broke his heart by leaving with Tommy Orpington, Steve has been embracing internet dating. But he's not exactly having much luck falling in love again. Steve sees Daniel and his daughter Amy at the Rovers the following week. After Ken fell at home, they're concerned about how they would pay for his care. Cassie Plummer, however, hears them and intervenes. Spoilers for Coronation Street indicate that she agrees to take for Ken for far less money than a qualified carer would. Amy and Daniel find it to be fantastic. After losing hers at the garage, Cassie is thrilled about the position, but Steve isn't so sure. Soon later, Steve deceives Ken by pretending that she is a hired professional caretaker via an agency. But when Cassie tells Ken the truth, he becomes quite irate. Will he continue to employ her? According to Coronation Street teasers, Steve may joke that Cassie's first assignment will be to cut Ken's toenails as the week goes on. Despite her dislike, she performs the job. Over time, Ken grows to love Cassie's company and proposes that they get lunch together. Amy, meantime, observes how Cassie seems to funny annoy her dad. She teasingly suggests that Steve and Cassie could be developing a romantic relationship. Steve, though, maintains that he is uninterested. However, given that there are undoubtedly some sparks, he might be lying. Let's see what lies in store. Visit TV season and spoilers for more Coronation Street spoilers. Steve's new romance is heating up and new information is out. They complement each other well. Actress Cassie claims that following his surprise divorce from Tracy, his new love interest is Steve McDonald. Spoilers for Coronation Street indicate that the taxi driver was devastated when Tracy Barlow ended their relationship earlier this year. When he discovered she was having an affair with his former football hero, Tommy Orpington, it was a devastating blow. Fans observed Steve attempting to move on and re-enter the dating scene following the breakup. It didn't work out after a string of bad dates until he finally met Demi. but now he's discovered a new love. Cassie Plummer offers to take care of Ken Barlow for a fraction of the price of a professional caretaker in the following week. According to Coronation Street spoilers, Steve reluctantly accepts this arrangement, but things are about to get really interesting soon. Even after their last fast date, Amy, Steve's daughter, senses a connection between her father and Cassie. She even informs Steve that he is denying his feelings for Cassie. Tension between the two is increasing over time. Actress Claire Sweeney, who starred in Cassie, is in favor of the two characters falling in love. Though she thinks they are a good fit, she did add that there was a spark that didn't quite take off during the speed dating event. Sweeney emphasized that the characters had comparable interests in real life because they are similar in age. Because they both like the same films and are familiar with the same music, the pair frequently sit and talk. Do you find this love story exciting? Tell us in the space provided for comments. Additionally, keep watching TV season and spoilers for more Coronation Street spoilers. Leanne's hidden preoccupation could end her relationship. Leanne Battersby is completely engrossed in Coronation Street's The Institute universe. She has an obsession with Rowan, their leader. The reality, however, is known by Nick Tilsley and Toya Battersby, who believe that the group is a shadowy cult. Nick recently returned home to find Rowan and Leanne staring at the computer while holding hands. Nick believed that Leanne and Rowan were having an affair. Subsequently, Leanne took up the laptop and presented him with an AI footage of their deceased kid Oliver. It was footage, she claimed, of Oliver as he would appear in the modern era if he were still alive. The actress from Coronation Street talked candidly about the ongoing story. She gave an explanation for why the group has grown so engrossed in her character. She mentioned that because of past experiences like losing Oliver, Leanne, who typically makes snap judgments, has stepped back to evaluate her life. Her personality has changed significantly as a result of this adjustment. The Coronation Street actress claims that the Institute has improved Leanne's attitude and made her more optimistic. But there are now issues in her life as a result of this altered viewpoint. Danson thought on how Leanne's relationship with Nick and her sister Toya were evolving. She gave an explanation for why the group has grown so engrossed in her character. She mentioned that because of past experiences like losing Oliver, Leanne, who typically makes snap judgments, has stepped back to evaluate her life. Her personality has changed significantly as a result of this adjustment. The Coronation Street actress claims that the Institute has improved Leanne's attitude and made her more optimistic. But there are now issues in her life as a result of this altered viewpoint. Danson thought on how Leanne's relationship with Nick and her sister Toya were evolving. It's because of her conceited conduct that causes her character to push others away without recognizing it. She acknowledged that Leanne is blind to the greater picture since, contrary to her own intentions, her actions are making her feel more alone. Leanne feels alone and that she's losing her grip on reality because of her newfound concentration on manifestation and positivism. Let's see where she goes from here. For more updates and spoilers about Coronation Street, stay tuned to TV season and spoilers.